Good morning everybody. Children, in today's maths class I am going to start new block, that is block number 5, adding and subtracting mentally. Block number 5 is adding and subtracting mentally. In that today we are learning about the topic adding mentally. Children, we already know how to count forward. So in today's class let us learn how to add two numbers by counting forward. Children, we can also add two numbers by counting forward. Let us learn that in today's class. Before that, let us look into the keywords. The two important words what we are learning in today's class are sum and total. See spellings here. S-U-M, sum, T-O-T-A-L, total. See, these two words are one of the same, children. Both are same. Sum, total. What is the meaning of sum or total? Result we get from the addition of two or more numbers. Sum is a result we get from the addition of two or more numbers. Okay. For example, children, when you add two or more numbers, you will get one result. You will get a new number. So that result is nothing but sum or total. See, the sum and total are same words. Okay, both are same. Okay, children. In today's class, let us learn how to find the sum of two numbers by counting forward. Children, while adding the numbers by counting forward, we need to follow some steps. To find a sum of two numbers, we have to follow three steps. Which are those three steps? I'll teach you one by one. See, children, as I told already, when you want to add two more numbers, you need to follow three steps. The step number 1 is start from the bigger number. Step number 2 is count forward as many times as the smaller number. And the step number 3 is the number we count last is the sum or answer. See, step number 1 is start from the bigger number. Step number 2 is count forward as many times as the smaller number. That is your step number 2. And step number 3 is the last number. The number we count last is nothing but the answer. Children, in today's class, let us learn how to follow these three steps to add the numbers. Let us learn now. Children, now let us learn how to add two numbers by counting forward by following the steps. The first question is add 13 and 5 mentally. To add 13 and 5, here we need to follow three steps as I told already. Okay, what is our step number 1? Step number 1 is start from the bigger number. Among those two, which is the bigger number? We know that 13 is a bigger number. So start from 13, children. See, I am starting from 13. And our step number 2 is count forward as many times as the smaller number. Their smaller number is 5. So that means we need to count by 1 5 times. We need to count by 1 5 times. So we need to move forward by 1 5 steps. Okay. So start from the bigger number. I am starting from 13. So if we move 1 time, we will get 14. Again one more time, 2 times. If we move 2 times from 13, we get 15. 3 times, 16. 4 times, 17. 5 times, 18. See here, I have counted by 1 5 times. I counted by 1 5 times. See, from here to here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the number we count last is the answer. What number we counted at the last? That is 18. The number we count last tells us the answer. Here 13. The sum of 13 and 5 is 18. See? To add the numbers, which symbol we need to use? Plus. 13 plus 5. To show the total, we need to use the symbol equal to. So 13 and 5, that is equals to 18. The last number we count tells us the answer. Now see the next question. Add 14 and 5 mentally. We need to add the numbers 14 and 5 mentally by counting forward. Okay, what is our step number 1? Step number 1 is start from the bigger number. So among those two, which is the bigger number, children? We all know that 14 is a bigger number. So start from 14. Okay, I am starting from 14. And our step number 2 is count forward as many times as the smaller number. What is the smaller number there? The smaller number is 5. We need to count by 1 5 times. Count by 1 5 times. So starting from 14, I am counting forward by 1 5 times. See? Start from 14. If I count 1 time by 1, I get 15. 2 times 16. 3 times 17. 4 times 18. 5 times 19. Here I have counted by 1 5 times. What number, last number we got is? That is 19. The number we count last, that is nothing but the sum of those two numbers. What number we counted at the last? That is 19. So the sum of 14 and 5 is 19. See, 14. Sum means you need to add a number. You need to use plus symbol. 14 plus 5. To show the total, you have to use equal to symbol. So 14 plus 5. The last number is 19. So 19 is the answer. See the next question, children. 8 and 3. You have to add the numbers 8 and 3 by mentally by counting forward. Our step number 1 is start from the bigger number. See, which is the bigger number here? We all know that among 8 and 3, 8 is a bigger number. Start from the bigger number. Our second step is count forward as many times as the smaller number. The smaller number is there, that is 3. So we need to count by 1 3 times. Okay, start from 8, then count forward by 1 3 times. See, if I move 1 time, I get 9. If I move 2 times, I get 10. If I move 3 times, I get 11. So the last year I have counted forward by 1 3 times because the smaller number is 3 here. Okay, that's why I have counted by 1 3 times. So our step number 3 is look for the last number. The number we count last tells us the answer. Here the last number is 18. So the sum of 8 and 3, 8 plus 3 is equals to 11. 11 is the last number we counted here. Okay. The sum, SUM, sum means total. It is a number we get after adding two numbers. So the sum of 8 and 3 is 11. Okay, children? Now let us see one more example. See, we need to find the sum of the numbers 9 and 4 mentally by counting forward. So already you know that start from the bigger number. There the bigger number is 9. Start from 9 here. Then count forward as many times as the smaller number. We all know that there is a smaller number, there is 4 is a smaller number. See, we need to count by 1 4 times. Okay, starting from the bigger number, we have to count by 1 4 times. Why we have to count 4 times? Because there 4 is a smaller number. We need to add 4 and 9. 4 is a smaller number there. Okay, so count forward by 1 4 times. See, if I count 1 time, I will get 10. If I count 2 times, I will get 11. If I count 3 times, I will get 12. If I count 4 times, I will get 13. See here, I have counted 4 times. See the arrow mark from here to here 1 time. Here to here 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. Here I have counted by 1 4 times because 4 is a smaller number there. Okay. So what is the last number we got there? The last number we got in that series is 13. The number we count last is the answer. Okay. Then the last number is 13. So 9 plus 4 4. To show the answer, we have to use this equal to symbol. 9 plus 4 is equal to, the last number is 13. Okay children, like this we can write. So, the sum means the total. The sum of 9 and 4. The sum of 9 and 4 is 13. Children, like this we can add two numbers by counting forward by following the 3 steps. Okay, once again I will repeat. The step number 1 is always start from the bigger number. Step number 2 is count forward as many times as the smaller number, and the step number 3 is the last number we count is the answer. Children, easily we can find the sum of two numbers by counting forward. Children, I hope you have understood how to add two numbers mentally by counting forward by following the steps. Okay, try to do the practice questions and also workbook questions. Thank you.